All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here, of course, for HunterxHunter, episode 52. And
we are just getting off of the Requiem for
yes.
Uvogin.
Everyone,
the Phantom Troop is going crazy.
Everyone in the Phantom Troop is going crazy right now.
Yep.
And
Mourning.
I am not 100% sure if everyone is participating in the Requiem, so to speak, because we have people like Hisoka standing on the skyscraper just kind of watching.
Yeah.
And
then
also,
there's Nobunaga, who might not be there.
Exactly. So we don't know if this is the kind of place where, you know, half of the limbs could be lost, so to speak, in Chrollo's thing there. But this is not looking good for the Phantom Troop.
No, but they will not be destroyed.
They will not be destroyed because apparently Chrollo will reign supreme.
Right.
And he will enjoy an interlude of some kind.
Exactly. So he'll probably come back later after having gathered new members.
Right. So the Phantom Troop is going to take an L sometime soon.
Yeah.
Kurapika is going to be involved in that L. But
Which will be amazing.
There's also going to be some of Chrollo's actions that will spur that on a little bit. And I think he's kind of accepting that fate because he sees that the future is at least mostly positive.
Right.
It's not...
Now, the 11th moon...
It's not over for them.
Now, it said the 11th moon rises, which was Uvogin, I believe.
I believe so.
Right. So that could mean that there's a new member that becomes the 11th member of the Phantom Troop, possibly?
Sure.
Or someone has zombie powers.
Either way, we forgot who 11 was.
Yeah.
We know it's not Hisoka. That's all we know.
Or Chrollo.
Or Chrollo. That's true. Yeah. But with this being all-out war, basically, seeing some really cool fights coming up would be pretty legit.
Yeah, because we got those Zoldycks here.
Yeah, we have the Zoldycks here. That's true. Oh, shoot.
And the Phantom Troop aren't hiding themselves anymore, so...
No, it's people gonna die. It's gonna be intense blood and everything. All right, guys, without further ado, let's get into this episode and see what goes down. All right, everyone, here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. Oh, it's so epic.
Yeah.
Yep. Jeez.
This is nice, just in case we forgot the
strength of the
prediction.
Phantom Troop.
Well, no, I was going to say the fortune-telling.
Oh, that too, yeah. We made specifically sure that we would be ready for...
Yeah. And hopefully that part isn't talking about Melody.
Yeah. Because, I mean, Melody as a character... We can tell that she's not going to be like a main character at any point, but she's a great character.
Exactly.
And
yeah.
She did sign up as a mercenary for this whole thing, so...
She did, and she has that whole thing of the Devil's Sonata, and Chrollo's last name is Lucilfer, so...
And we did theorize that a specialist could have written that.
Yep.
That gives me hope for Kurapika living through this whole thing.
Exactly.
His hair being longer and him living out like a hermit or something.
Yep. Well, just the fact that he actually seems to be, like, chilling there. He wasn't like, okay, I'm on a path of vengeance.
Yeah, exactly. Uvogin's like, smile. You can smile. Alright, that's the end of the opening. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, yeah, that's right. They're going to get caught in the middle of this.
Along with all regular folk as well. Dang. Jeez.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, man.
I hope the girl with the vacuum doesn't end up being one of the Phantom Troop members that dies.
Yeah, it's gonna suck. We're gonna have at least probably one or two that will be like, oh no, not that one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You know. Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Kurapika could get her out.
Maybe.
If he chose to. Yeah. Okay, but...
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe if you fill the pops in on your suspicion?
We'll see.
Was that one more of the assassins?
Yeah. He already has a pen in the back of his neck.
Exactly.
Right in his cerebellum or something.
Yep. That was pretty crazy though, how it took him so long to...
Yeah. Shinderu.
Oh, exactly.
Only 10.
Yeah,
So
that's more than enough.
It's no Chrollo, no Hisoka, no Nobunaga.
Right.
Good, at least they're being...
They're probably just being mind controlled.
Possibly. For Nen, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Dang. At what point are they going to hop out
And just start walking? Yeah.
Well, running. They
Well,
can,
sure, yeah.
They can jump like 40 feet, you know?
Exactly. Let's just go. Yeah. Exactly.
Yep, here we go.
Brings back so many memories.
Running down a tunnel,
Uh-huh.
an endless tunnel. Mm-hmm. See the shadows underneath the two medics in the background?
Yep. Yep. But they didn't actually show Kurapika checking them.
Yeah, so I think it's fine.
That means leaving this room.
Yep.
Because I would expect that Kurapika would check with Gyo.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. That was the whole point of it. And here they are, all hiding in a hole, afraid of the troop.
Yeah, if they were smart, they'd just be like, okay, you know what, screw my pride or whatever. Let's just get out of here.
Right. Oh, here we go.
As if they haven't already.
Right. Hey, gone.
Yes. Literally in the middle of something.
Yes. Right. Right.
Also, Kurapika, we know.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Do you know all their powers? Yep. Oh. Yeah. Ooh. This might. Yeah, that might have done the trick right there. We'll see. Time will tell.
Right, but what is Kurapika gonna do?
Kurapika. This one has the dart in him. Yeah.
I wonder if Kurapika could actually use his chain jail on him.
Jeez.
That is a problem.
Yeah. Wow.
Wow, that is ridiculous. Because yeah, Pain probably doesn't mean anything at that point because he's not the one making the decisions.
Right. So would he be a manipulator?
Yeah.
He could be a conjurer as well. Oh, someone's in the building. Crap.
The problem is that if Kurapika has to fight one of them and one of the other Phantom Troop members
show up
sees him,
mid-fight.
Yeah, exactly. That could be a real problem because we don't
could.
know if he can use Chain Jail on multiple people. And they will
Holy
be...
crap. Yeah, these are the really strong ones.
Okay, they're teaming up. That's good.
Okay.
And Hisoka's still just watching it all.
Yep. Yeah, the Zoldycks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're assassins. Oh my gosh.
2,000? Wow. Okay, yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, you're toast, bro. This is called a tactical retreat.
Tactical.
Yeah. Not like it'll help.
Yeah. Where's Chrollo in all this now?
Mm-hmm. Well, where are the Zoldycks?
Yeah, them too. Oh, they're panning up towards the... Yep.
Oh, there they are.
The Zoldycks, okay. Zeno.
I'm surprised that they're just being so open about themselves, though.
I think these two have the face of the Zoldyck family, basically.
Sure.
Yeah, this is Chrollo, obviously. Yeah, yeah. Oh, oh, okay. Oh, wow. All right.
Wow.
He has no chill at all.
But if Karapika's gonna fight Chrollo, that could be a problem.
Well, I don't know. I think they're all just looking for Chrollo right now. Whoa, whoa, okay. Jeez.
Oh, he was using Zetsu the whole time?
Mm.
Whoa.
Love we're throwing out some big numbers here.
Mm-hmm. They probably shouldn't separate, though. Because, I mean, they could just... If he can end the whole building, couldn't they just go in the elevator? Like, just go up and down?
Possibly.
Are they going to think Karapika's the infiltrator? No. They saw him before. Yeah, duh.
Yeah.
I really want to see Karapika and the Zoldycks, though, go up against Chrollo. That would be
1v3.
legit.
I feel like Chrollo is strong, but
he'd be too smart to get in that fight.
Yeah.
But is he actually going to go back?
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, he is.
Wow. Okay.
Dang. Oh.
They found him?
I think so. Oh, very open, spacious area.
Great place for a big fight.
Yeah.
And it's Chrollo. Okay.
Whoa.
The fact that it's 2 against 1, though, probably means that Chrollo has the advantage over one of them, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh. Right. The job that they took.
Mm-hmm.
That Silva took. He can steal...
Oh!
Whoa!
Okay!
Oh, so we were right!
Mm-hmm. So he probably already has Neon's fortune telling.
When did he take it, though?
Just when she used it, probably.
Oh my gosh.
It's probably something where, like, if he sees someone use it... If he can steal techniques, then this is a serious problem.
Oh, jeez. Oh. Okay.
But
okay.
If he can steal techniques, you need to kill him quickly. Otherwise, he'll just get better.
Okay. Looks...
Now, I wonder, can he use techniques that are outside his Nen specialization? Like, effectively.
He's a specialist, so I'm guessing that's... the point. Jeez. That's a wicked blade. Whoa.
Okay.
Yeah. Right, and we don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh.
Really?
Oh, kind of like Karapika's conditions.
Sure.
We'll see.
Oh, yeah. It's... Okay. Right, because if he had something that was for paralyzing them, probably so that he could steal their techniques. Whoa.
Jeez.
Okay.
So what's Zeno's technique he's gonna use here? Jeez. The book he carries around. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. Okay. This is how he copies stuff right here. Yeah.
No, I think he's busting out all the things that he has copied.
Whoa, what is going on right now? Oh my gosh, okay.
Okay.
Jeez.
They're building it up too much.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe he has to be looking at it.
Yeah. I love how they're having him just use techniques that we've already seen him, like we've already seen other people use.
Right.
So they're not actually revealing his arsenal.
Yeah.
That's a lot of assumptions.
Yeah. Okay. Shuts the book.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, right, because he was still trying to take them alive so he could steal their techniques later.
Right. Oh crap! Yeah.
Oh.
This is the job.
Mm-hmm.
It was Chrollo.
Yeah. Or at least they were tasked to kill someone else, and Chrollo
engaged him in a fight. Yeah.
Oh,
that does it.
Hopefully, but will it? This is oh no. Whoa.
Jeez.
But Chrollo's not going to die. Here's the problem. We've had the fortune telling, which means this is not going to go well for them. I get the feeling that Grandpa's going to die, and I really don't want that to happen.
Oh, dang. They're ending it here?
But...
Oh
no.
Crap.
Oh, no.
Okay. All right. Ooh. Okay, so they went for the 2v1 approach.
Right.
It was a kind of a mad chase for Chrollo in particular. The Phantom Troop has gone crazy, running amok
Yes.
in your canoe. But they have no end goal.
Right.
Chrollo is just using the confusion
Exactly.
to do what exactly?
I don't know, but he probably has fortune telling right now. And
Right.
and this is so there are three main things that make me really worried about this fight for the Zoldycks.
Right.
One, Chrollo was trying to fight them to capture them at first.
Yeah.
Basically, he believed them to not be enough of a threat that he needed to go, like, he needed to be fighting to kill right away. He was going for the long game and trying to capture them so that then he could steal their techniques later.
How do we know that, though?
The cloth thing.
No.
And the paralyzer.
That's just a defensive thing.
Okay, maybe, but once he said, like, I can't capture them, he put it away.
Yeah, but the capturing thing would be great if he could, but, like, why not go for a capturing thing that reduces them to a place where then they could be killed immediately after that? It doesn't mean he's capturing them with the intent to do anything and additionally after that.
Possibly, but given what they said about the conditions, like, because that okay, of all the things that they said about like sort of trying to figure out his abilities and stuff.
How he's actually
stealing the techniques. The conditions thing seemed like the thing that was the most important and the most like not obvious to deduce, right?
Well, no, it was. Hold on, we can take these off.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on. It's getting more and more obvious, I would say, as we go into HunterxHunter, that the more powerful the ability is, the more conditions you have in place with it. That's why Kurapika has his
chain jail.
Chain jail, thank you.
Yeah.
And it has some very specific and
very
powerful conditions that need to be met.
Mm-hmm.
Chrollo, I think, went for the mass number of them that needs to be presented. Otherwise, his abilities can't be used. But we can think back to his encounter with Neon.
Yep.
And that, in that moment, he probably had to go through those conditions before he could steal it.
So it was probably something where he had to be talking to the person.
Right.
Maybe had to make physical contact with the person.
Contact, yep.
Be around them when they use their ability.
Right.
And then maybe some other ones.
At least one more.
Yeah,
potentially two more.
Yeah, maybe some kind of like duration thing where like he has to be talking with them for like a certain amount of time or something like that. Something where hence why it wouldn't work in a fight because it would be over too quickly, or they wouldn't be talking, or they wouldn't be close to each other for a long period of time, or whatever.
Exactly. There could be the possibility that there's a really tough condition in there, in that they use the technique in a way that's like helpful to him or something like that.
Or
that could
be
a really clever.
They have to like he has to get them to like tell him something from their past or something like that. Like Neon did with the story about the other fortune teller person.
That's a cool one.
That's something that would be difficult to do, and that would lend itself to him being a leader because he would be trying to get people to open up.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have the Zoldycks throwing down against Chrollo.
Yep.
Zeno has his technique with the dragon, and it's really strong. Now, we don't necessarily know that it's going to be a fight where either side really loses. That's the thing that I want to posit, is that they bring in the Zoldycks probably not to get just completely destroyed by Chrollo.
Hopefully not. Yeah.
If anything, I could see Chrollo having to retreat here.
Sure.
Not necessarily that he loses, but that he maybe gains a technique or two.
Right.
And that's the only reason why he, stopped. Was he's like, okay, maybe now I can sense that Kurapika's not going to be, bumping into me as well.
Yeah.
And I can take 2 versus 1 rather than 3 versus 1. So I'm going to have this fight go down, and maybe I'll injure one of them and take some of their techniques, and then I'll get out of here.
Because if Kurapika was there, I get the feeling Chrollo would not leave there alive. Like, because if Kurapika was able to get his chain jail on him, then what could Chrollo do? Even if he has all these techniques, if he's forced into Zetsu.
Well, okay.
Like, he's toast.
I am now getting the vibe, Jacob, that the reason why Chrollo is the leader of the Phantom Troop is because he could take on 2 Zoldycks that are the prime leaders of this whole clan.
Exactly. Yeah.
And he could beat them. He could beat them both. And I think I've been underestimating Chrollo in particular, in that when I saw the 2 Zoldycks come against him, I'm like, all right, this is going to be a tough fight, but sorry, Chrollo, you're going to get badly beaten here.
Yeah.
Or at least you're going to get beaten enough to where you'll have to run away, and they might not let you, get away without a really bad wound or something. But now I'm thinking, wait a minute, there's so many variables that they, as the Zoldycks, as professionals, would want to consider before they just try
Exactly.
and end this all in a roll of the dice kind of situation.
Yeah, and especially because like the way they've been setting it up, they've been building up the Zoldycks and their abilities more than they've been building up Chrollo. Because the stuff that Chrollo has been doing, he hasn't been doing anything particularly flashy. The fact that we know that he can copy techniques is insane, but we still only saw him use the shrinking carpet thing, right? And that's something we'd already seen before. It's not particularly like, oh my gosh.
Right.
Whereas with, like, say, when Krapika went to fight Uvogin, we didn't know anything about his abilities, but they spent a ton of time building up Uvogin very well to be this unstoppable force, right?
Right, but
So
we had never seen any.
down.
We had never seen any Zoldyck techniques other than
Right.
Kilwa's.
Yes, and the fact that they spent...
But I associate everything to do with the Phantom Troop as building up Chrollo. Because if he's the leader,
Okay, sure.
by extension, if he leads people like Uvogin,
Right.
Uvogin's build up is Chrollo's build up.
Yes,
So I say
absolutely.
Chrollo's had way more build up than the Zoldycks.
Okay,
Way more.
sure.
Like,
But from the standpoint of this fight and the fact that there's the fortune telling that Chrollo is at least going to survive, that makes me very worried for the Zoldycks. And I don't want Grandpa to die. I'm fine if the dad dies, but even then, he seems like he's a great like antagonistic potential character for Killua later on.
yeah, I
Like-
really don't think anyone's gonna die here. I feel like
Okay.
one because this is a shonen, you can't just kill off like.
But what has HunterxHunter been doing?
Yeah,
like,
I
this
know,
entire time?
I know. But I would say this is going to be a good way for us to get some more explanation about what a real HunterxHunter fight would look like.
Okay, yeah.
'Cause we
Because if
haven't
anyone are masters, these guys are.
Yeah, we haven't seen since Castro and Ahsoka. We haven't seen true masters duking it out
Right, and
against
it's
each other.
And it's debatable whether Castro was a true master because he went outside his Nen specialization. So at the very least, he wasn't thinking about certain things.
He did it effectively, though. The thing about that is that most people can't do that, so he has to be pretty good. And this is a thing
Right.
that I think also is good to be good to be put up there, is that he is on par probably power wise as Hisoka. He is probably not as clever as Hisoka is,
Right.
though, and
Sure,
that is
yeah.
the main difference, I would
right,
say.
and fights in HunterxHunter so far have been won by cleverness.
Right, which is
not
why
by power.
I like to very often try to distinguish. I think that this person is strong, but before all I thought was that Chrollo was clever and he wasn't as strong.
Sure,
And now I'm
right,
thinking,
yeah,
no,
yeah.
he's strong and he's clever, and
Yeah.
that's a real problem.
Yes.
And that little bit of monologue where he's like answering the Grandpa Zeno's questions. Basically, like, his assumptions. He's like, oh, he's dead on right. Oh, he's right again. He's like, oh, this is a problem.
Yeah.
It went from, you're right. Yeah, you guessed it right again. You're right. And, okay, this guy's a problem.
Yeah.
I like that the Zoldycks are working in tandem, and they're also kind of doing little 1v1s here and there.
Right.
It's that Silva got the first wound of anyone with a potentially poisoned blade,
Yep.
so he freaked out and he's like, all right, I'm going to stand back, treat
Tie
my
this off
arm,
real quick, yeah.
tie this off, maybe I'll be fine. But then
Right.
Grandpa's like, all right, now I'm going to go and create an opening for you.
Yeah.
Be
But-
ready for that.
What
And
this-
now the opening was created, so I'm guessing the
Yeah.
fight's going to move to a new stage, or the fight's going to have a falling out, and it's
Right.
going to bring more Phantom troops to the area.
Sure. That would be a really cool way that they could do it, because with the the shake of the set of the skyscraper,
Yep.
people could be like, wait a minute, isn't Chrollo supposed to be in there? Oh no.
Right.
Like, and then they go to help him. That way, you
Uh-huh.
can still have the Zoldycks truly be these master assassins
Right.
that wouldn't really be able to get taken in by Chrollo. They would know how to fight safely and
Yeah.
smart and all that stuff, even though they're against an opponent who they don't know what they can do really.
Right.
Even though they actually do know quite a bit about what Chrollo can do.
Yeah, quite a bit. I think that the bit with having them be very smart about knowing when to engage was the thing I really liked in this fight.
Yes.
You notice that they
Yeah.
were both kind of being like, all right, let's assess this, let's find this out. And
keep our distance until we know it's safe to get in close. And
and I think that it's a clever way to have the shonen exposition thing about what the character's abilities are. Because Hunter x Hunter has an enormous cast.
Yes.
And with the Phantom Troop adding even more characters to the cast and bringing back the Zoldycks, it's just reminding you, hey, this is an ambitious show.
Right.
And yet they come up with these little clever things to where they can sidestep some of the usual shonen problems. So I just really liked that because I wasn't getting bored by them monologuing in their heads about their assumptions about who their opponent was and what their abilities were and that kind of stuff.
Especially because in this show they have shown very strongly that is how battles are won.
Right.
That when you can make those little observations about how someone does something, that is the difference between life and death, as opposed to in traditional shonen where it's just someone doing it to, be like, well, this person's awesome. But then it really just comes down to how strong are they?
How loud did you yell?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. How many episodes did you charge up to
do
attack?
A training montage of.
Yeah.
The two of them, Chrollo and Silva, have fought before.
Yes.
Silva knew he could steal techniques.
Mm-hmm.
Silva, when he talked to Killua about, going to the Phantom Troop and stuff, he said it wasn't worth the money.
Right.
And
yes.
What that sounds like is, I had a bad time. It was not a worthwhile job for the money, because they're really strong. I think he was going to kill Chrollo.
Well, Chrollo said that you killed one of the other members.
Oh, that's right.
So I think it was that Silva basically killed one of them. Chrollo, Silva almost didn't get away.
Right, and Chrollo tried to kill him in vengeance for killing a Phantom Troop member.
Right.
And I like that showed a younger Chrollo fighting off against a younger Silva, of course. Mm-hmm. But I hope they actually go into that flashback a little bit more and use that as a clever way to show what motivates someone like Chrollo. Because we've seen some very conflicting emotional choices that he's made. Things about the Requiem for Uvogin, crying when he's died, telling everyone to go crazy.
Yeah.
You get the vibe that he's got a couple screws loose. Chrollo is intelligent, but he is not sane.
He's not, or at the very least, it's not cold intelligence.
No, it's definitely not cold intelligence.
Even though it kind of seemed like that at the beginning.
Yeah, he was definitely a subversion of that character kind of look.
Right.
He gave off the vibe of the cold, intelligent, calculating kind of studious kind of one. But no, in this one, he's more of a, I don't know, he's kind of a calculating hothead, which makes which is something very contradictory. And I like that these contradictions exist for his character.
Yeah. In traditional Hunter x Hunter fashion, things are not as they seem.
Yep. And yet we'd have no literal motivations for him yet that have been expressly stated with 100% certainty.
Yeah, there's things that he's done, and you get kind of why he did that thing in particular.
Right.
But nothing as far as long-term, where is Chrollo going? Where is he taking Phantom
specifically
Troop?
Right now.
Yeah.
Because since the auction has, obviously been canceled, and they have the treasure and everything, what's the next step?
Yeah.
This is maybe a statement? Is it about free will? Is it about the ability to just say, hey, we're the Phantom Troop.
We did this.
We
didn't just steal the treasure. We
made a statement.
We wrecked your city.
Yeah. Who knows? And I think that hinting at that flashback stuff will be the tie-in to when they actually go into the flashback stuff in the next episode or two.
Cool.
And we get to find out more about why Chrollo does what he does and who Chrollo is.
Sure.
But the Zoldycks right now, because we know that Chrollo's going to be okay,
they're not in the best of places.
They're not going to kill him.
Right. It kind of reminds me of Attack on Titan when Levi's squad goes after the female Titan and Eren hangs back.
Yeah.
I feel like Kurapika was Eren in this situation. And not that the Zoldycks are going to die, but they can't win.
Well, no, they can win. They
But
just
they
won't
can't
kill him.
Yeah, but that's the win.
No, it's not. No, it's not. A win would be like here's a win. They capture him, like they beat him down into a pulp,
and then
they hand him over to Kurapika, and then he starts with his like silver tongue, like
that would be awesome.
That would be pretty crazy.
I would love to see them capture Chrollo. And then suddenly the Phantom Troop are all like, again, like the female Titan.
Right, and then they try to save Chrollo.
They try to save him. That would be
cool. So they can win. We just know that Chrollo's not going to die here.
Right.
And I think this is clever in terms of storytelling in that they're trying to find different ways to build tension around a fight that we know can't go one of the, 5 ways.
Right, because the expected thing before this fight is that, if both Zoldycks are there, Chrollo won't be able to beat them, right?
Right. But now we're like,
but Chrollo can't die. So, and he also apparently can copy techniques, which is ridiculous.
Well, we did predict that.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
but we weren't sure,
Well, yeah, but that was one that I was thinking like, I think there's some evidence to suggest that because he's going to Neon, he's very interested in her.
Yep, it's like why? I mean, getting your fortune told either way is pretty cool,
right?
But
which is what we thought it was.
Yeah, but
he's like, I got my fortune, yay!
But the main thing is that he went there without the other Phantom Troop members. Which means that either he was going to do something that he didn't want them to see, and that could have been he didn't want them to see the fortune that he got, or it could be that they don't actually know that he can take techniques because he's kept that a secret, maybe.
Yeah, possibly. I think that's more likely what it is that he doesn't want other people to know what his technique is. Just like
because he's probably already copied their techniques. I mean, if you think about it.
Yeah, I mean, Owl, the one who had the treasure, was the technique he was using in the beginning, right? Yep. And then since after that, he didn't use any other techniques.
Right, but any technique that we've seen the Phantom Troop use,
he could probably use.
Probably use as well, except for maybe some of Hisoka's.
No, I think most people know about Hisoka's techniques. They were saying that. A couple of the Phantom Troop members, the
the bungee gum,
the Frankenstein monster guy. Right. He was saying that guy's bungee gum is pretty impressive.
Pretty good. Yeah.
So I think it's because he Hisoka has public fights in Heaven's Arena, for instance.
Sure.
It's did you see Hisoka? He is about to become a floor master or something like that. And it's well, okay, I'm gonna tune into that fight.
Yeah.
And people just watch it and find out.
Right.
Yeah.
I wonder, this would be crazy, but what if there were Easter eggs where some of the people in the audience at Heaven's Arena were Phantom Troop members?
Possibly.
The girl with the vacuum is randomly there.
Janitors at specific floors at Heaven's Arena.
Yeah, exactly.
She questions people and then sucks them up into her vacuum. Just that'd be kind of cool.
So, Kurapika is going back to protect Neon.
Yeah.
Do you think that's going to last?
I hope not.
Okay. Or at the very least, I hope that a Phantom Troop member goes after Neon.
Right.
If Kurapika is still there protecting her.
Right. I don't think it's necessarily going to be a thing of how direct the Phantom Troop will be, but I feel like this attack that they just did at a place in the building that they're in lower than them could structurally destabilize the building to the point where it forces Kurapika and Neon and the Nostrad family guy out of the building, and then they get thrown into the chaos before they have their escort.
Sure. It could also, basically be a signal that draws the Phantom Troop into the building, and then Kurapika actually does have people to fight. Because we need Kurapika to kill more Phantom Troop members. We need to have that reveal that he is the chain wielder, and see just the looks of hatred and surprise on everyone's faces.
Yeah, I feel like Kurapika is so specific in his abilities, though. He needs to be very careful about when he commits to a fight.
Yeah.
That's why he wouldn't jump in to try and find the guy who was manipulating the guy with the machine gun.
Yeah.
He didn't even try to use Ned to try and find him or anything like that. He's just nope, I don't need to deal with this.
That is not something I
don't deal with machine guns,
Yeah. Well, I don't want to deal with mind control. you know, like, because then
Yeah.
it's just like, oh, doesn't matter if I manage to, you know,
Yeah.
get my chains around him. If I'm not able to activate it before he gets one of his needles in me and he activates his ability, I am dead.
Speaking of which, are there any Phantom Troop members that actually counter Kurapika in some way?
I'd say that guy is a good example of one.
Okay. I think that one is okay.
Also,
but he seems to be like a manipulator such that has no real physical capabilities.
Right, yeah.
I mean, as far as we
he'd be
know.
Squishy, basically.
But I feel like he would be pretty easy to one-hit kill.
What about the guy with the emitter that shoots the bullets?
That's exactly the person I was going to say. The Frankenstein monster.
Yeah.
He seems like, he's on the opposite end of the...
that's true.
Of the Hatsu tree.
Even though Kurapika's kind of everywhere.
Yeah.
But, like, yeah, I mean, you can't... Like, what do you do against Nen bullets? Like...
chains have holes in them, so...
Exactly. Well, and they're just normal chains.
Well...
So, there's that, too. You know?
The chains he's holding are.
Right, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
The question is, could he get close enough without getting shot by that guy in order to put him in chain jail?
Yeah.
I think he could.
Maybe.
But he'd probably get wounded.
Yeah. And then, okay, now this is the other thing we have to make sure we talk about.
Could Kurapika's enhancing techniques block bullets?
I don't... Maybe normal bullets, yes, but Nen bullets, I don't think
maybe
so.
not Nen bullets. No.
Yeah.
What's the other thing we need to talk about?
That conversation between Gon, Killua, and Kurapika.
Yeah, that was
great.
That was the important part of the episode.
Yeah.
I think that the Zoldyck and Chrollo fight is going to be bigger in the future. Like, this part will be just the beginning of it.
Right. Yeah, that was just them sort of, like, testing the waters.
Well, it could be over, but I doubt it. But this conversation here between Gon,
needed to happen.
Killua, and Kurapika really needed to happen.
Yeah.
It emphasizes a lot of the differences in their personalities, in that part where Killua was like, okay, hand the phone over to me.
Yeah.
That part was probably just the best, because Gon is too simple-minded to not have his words cut directly to where Kurapika's at. And Killua was like, I know what state Kurapika's mind is in right now. He's on assassin mode. I'm going to speak to him directly. And that was the line that resonated with Kurapika. It's like, if you don't consider us your friends or equals or peers, then we're just going to help in whatever way we can, or something like that.
And that's obviously wouldn't end up very well for Killua and Gon.
Yeah, it also is something to where Kurapika might feel a little bit alone in this whole thing right now.
Right.
Like, he is going down the path of no friends, no peers, no allies.
Walking the path of blood.
Yeah, the path of blood, exactly.
Yeah.
Where you basically just burn everything for the purpose of your goal, which is blood.
Right.
And does Kurapika really want that in the future? Like, does he want to live that life?
No.
Where, say, he has gotten his revenge, but now he's,
he has nothing.
Yeah,
well, and that's the thing that, I mean, it happens a lot in stories where that'll be the thing they address, that perspective on it, but not without good reason, because, revenge is a two-edged sword. So,
yeah.
But which one will win out?
Yeah, how are Gon and Killua going to help out? Though?
Exactly.
Kurapika did say he'd call back, so maybe now
true.
that he's in the room with Neon,
and
he'd have a reason to call back.
Especially if the Phantom Troop members are, like, starting to move into the building, He's like...
I would say almost definitely, especially since right outside the main entrance, or one of the main entrances, the
mind control guy?
Shalnark, yeah, the mind control guy with the darts.
Yeah, he could be like, hey, there's one over there that has some mind control needles. I'm guessing he's hanging back because he just sends in his pawns. Maybe you can get the jump on him, because that could be someone.
Very real possibility.
Yeah, that could actually be someone from the Phantom Troop that they could take out.
I think the idea is that they couldn't take out
any of
one
them?
Phantom Troop member if
No matter
they ambushed them together.
Really?
On, like, the perfect conditions.
I don't know.
No. Killwa's point was that, I thought we could take them.
But
and he's like,
no,
bad idea. That's why they ran away from Nobunaga. They're too smart to engage him, even when they had the advantage. Technically, he was emotionally imbalanced. They could strike from hiding. He knows techniques that they don't know.
Yeah.
So
he was an enhancer though. Enhancers are like, I get the feeling enhancers are harder to win by taking by surprise. Yeah.
Nobunaga was an enhancer?
I'm pretty dang sure.
Okay, I believe you.
Yeah.
I believe you. I just didn't think that him and Uvogin would pair up if they were both the same.
I think that's why it happened. It was sort of like the bro thing. Hence why he was so moved when...
But wasn't he like a super weak enhancer though, as far as the other enhancers in the group go? Because isn't the one guy who's turning everyone's necks an enhancer?
Right. But Nobunaga uses a sword, and you don't have to enhance your own body.
Oh, wait.
He probably enhanced his speed and the sword, so it's just like a cut through anything.
Potentially, but I don't think enhancers enhance objects. Do they extend their Do they extend their aura onto objects? I think we're still a little bit weak on when the object and the Nen wielder interact. When there are those types of Nen connections, we're still a little bit iffy on defining the difference between a transmutation, an emitter, and then like a manipulator. I think we've kind of gotten conjuring.
Yeah.
You make a thing made out of Nen
and
that has properties
of
sorts.
And then a transmuter is they will change the properties of things.
Well, they'll change the properties of their aura. It's always related back to the person's Nen.
Sure, but they can
aura.
But they can use their Nen to change the properties of other things.
Right. But then you start to get loosely into manipulator type things, because then you're using your Nen to grab onto a thing and control it in some way.
If that was it, then in a lot of ways everything would kind of be a manipulator.
No. That's why I'm trying to say we're a little bit unsure about these types of areas, so we shouldn't make definite statements.
Fair enough
about them.
If I recall correctly, when Wing grabbed the card or the piece of paper, and then he cut the can of soda, I'm pretty sure he said that he was using an enhancing technique to just make it be really sturdy and
I like I infuse my aura directly into objects for the purpose of just boosting its stats.
Right.
That makes perfect sense as enhancer technique.
Whereas a transmuter will give them new text blocks.
Right. Yeah, different attributes.
Yeah.
But then the object is actually made out of Nen. That's the point. See, the enhancer puts their aura into objects. It doesn't matter what the properties of the object are. Conjuring they conjure. That's what the verb means. They actually make something.
An object out of Nen.
Out of Nen, exactly. Right. And that thing, just by definition of it being a part of their Nen, has properties.
Right.
The way you'd combine an enhancing Nen thing would be, okay, I'm going to make a really, really strong conjured Nen object. Boosting those attributes, so to speak.
I'm not exactly sure that's how it... I don't think that's how it works. But,
okay.
Anyways, we'll see.
So confident you are. The final bit I'd say about this episode is that not actually a lot happened. And
that's true.
I think this needs to be said. HunterxHunter has had a manic fast pace up until this point.
Right.
And even the part where they did that little bit about what was that? Where the con artist guy.
Oh yeah.
That sort of slowed down the pace just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But this was a build-up episode.
Right.
And therefore it felt tense, but there was no real payoff. It was the teasing of payoff. Yeah. But the real payoff, I think, was the idea that Kurapika and Gon and Killua are finally going to get together at some point.
Right. And
and we know that's happening. It's just not happening now.
Exactly.
So maybe this is the kind of episode where we're gonna go and look back and go, all right, yeah. Say we're rewatching HunterxHunter. We basically, skip this one unless we wanted to watch the Zoldyck and
Sure.
Chrollo fight.
Yeah, but what I really like about this episode is that even though it was a setup episode, it made it very clear that it was a setup episode.
Yeah.
It was good setup. It made it set up about things that we cared about. It did introduce new information, the whole things about the fact that Chrollo can copy techniques and everything, and it had a meaningful conversation that was also built up to hopefully a future, basically, moment between these characters.
Yeah.
And that, I would say, goes such a long way for making this episode enjoyable and potentially rewatchable.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd mostly rewatch just the Chrollo and
Sure.
Zoldycks fight. I wouldn't really rewatch much else. I liked, maybe if anything, that Chrollo was moving like an assassin. And if we know that he can steal techniques, maybe the reason why the Zoldycks were having such a hard time finding him is because when he fought one of the Zoldycks back then, he learned a couple assassin techniques. Now he just goes around killing people with a pen in the back of the head.
Oh, yeah, that's a great point, yeah.
Something to think about.
Hence why Silva was like, beautiful.
Yeah, he's like, it's exactly
I couldn't have done it any better myself.
No, literally, I can't do that better. That's
exactly how I do it. Yeah.
All right, well, this is a lot of fun, guys. If you want to see the next 2 Hunter x Hunter reactions, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get our early access and also Discord. It comes with it. You can chat with us about storytelling or what have you. And yeah, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.